Well, it's December 27th, this fine 2019, and we're closing up the end of the year, and you guys found your way to my channel. Welcome. Glad you made it to the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm Jim, and I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader. What I try to do on the channel is help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective, which is my edge in the market. So glad you stopped by, and we're going to jump into the Bitcoin chart today and just kind of give a quick update today. Excuse me, and we'll give a quick update there, and then we'll look at Litecoin and Ethereum as far as for correlation as well, and see where everything is headed. Now, I gave some pretty good analysis yesterday in a live stream, and so I'm not going to repeat most of that or much of that, but I do want to highlight a couple of things that I think we're basically dealing with a fractal pattern here. This wave right over here that I've got boxed is very, very similar to this wave over here. Let me get rid of my Elliott waves here that I've been drawing. So yeah, basically that, excuse me, we've, well, I'm trying, guys. Let's try again. There we go. We had an expanded flat here. Looks like we already got a smaller size expanded flat. Looks like we're going to be heading down to the downside from here. I don't know that we're going to get a trudge up to the upside like I thought we might. We'll have to wait and see what we get. We did get a lower low today, actually, a little bit of a lower low, and just kind of tested the bottom here. And so it's definitely not the same pattern, but certainly what we see here with the pattern that's similar is right here, right there, and then it could have gone down from there, in waves. Well, it did go down from there in waves. It just didn't go straight down. It went this way, and so boom, boom, okay, like so, A, B, and a C, and then there's 5 waves here. Yeah, I know I'm drawing a bunch of squigglies, but that's basically what's going on there. So this was basically a big A, a B, and a C wave, or excuse me, I should say a W, X, and a Y wave, and this Y was at ABC. Then we got off of that. Looks like we got more of a 3-wave move than we did get a 5-wave move off of that. But we have to count it as a 5 if we're going to count this as an expanded flat. Right here, so that's the way I'm counting it. So basically my understanding of this structure right here is this is an expanded flat right there. Now, I believe it's finished, and I think we're heading down from here. But I talked about yesterday a proposition that it could very well just kind of make its way back on up here to kind of finish this wave out. We didn't make any of the higher targets that we were looking for, guys. We were looking for $7,800, $7,850 was our first target. Then we were looking for $8,200 and $8,300, and then possibly $8,500. We didn't hit any of those higher targets, and so it doesn't mean we have to hit those. It just means that when the market doesn't do what you kind of expect it to do, sometimes it does it in a way it'll actually get to your targets, but it does it in a way that you don't expect it, and so that's the way the market acts. And so I'm personally very, very on guard for that right now, and so I'm watching carefully for that. Okay, excuse me, just cleaning my chart as I talk to you. So anyway. Let's be on guard for a surprise move to the upside, and what that move would do. Although it wouldn't make sense to me, it wouldn't be very structurally sound. But I would have to basically call this the end of the 3rd wave. This is a 4th wave, and then would be heading up for a 5th wave. And so this right here would have to be the 4th wave of the 3rd wave. That's the way I'd have to count that. So I'd have to count some kind of 1, 2, 3. Let me try it again. Some kind of 1, 2 way down here. You can't see it. 3, 4, and then the 5th wave. And that would give us our expanded flat structure finished out to the 1-to-1 extension. Right here. Okay. 77.31, which we've already hit. Kind of. The next target's 81.43. So that's what I would be looking for. $8,200 region, getting up there if we head up there. Now my inclination is that we head down from here, but again, you never know. Yeah, I do believe we head down from here. I think we have a very, very good chance that this running flat is actually in, and in previous videos I've given those reasons why I think that. That being said, we do have hidden bearish divergence on the chart. I'm not going to show you again, but we do have hidden bearish divergence. We also have a very, very strong potential for this being a 1 wave and a 2 wave, and now we're getting a 1, 2 of the next wave. Okay, so that would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we head down. A pretty heavy dip would be the next call. So again, that's just kind of reviewing and looking at what we've already looked at. Let's look at this wave in a small time frame and just see if we can find any kind of evidence for which direction we're headed. Here's what our correlation between Bitcoin, Litecoin and Ethereum really help us play out here. I'm going to go to Litecoin right now because the structure on Litecoin is so much more clear than the structure here on Bitcoin. So let me show you what I'm seeing on Litecoin here. What we've had here is we've got kind of a descending triangle being formed here, where you have this clear bottom here, a horizontal bottom price, but you have descending highs. Okay, so that's not really an Elliott wave pattern necessarily, but it is a function of the market where as the bulls try to push it up, they can't push it up as high, and then they're defending this and they keep trying to push it up, but their strength to the upside is waning, where eventually it'll break to the downside out of this structure. So eventually, it will continue to do something like this and then break out to the downside. All right. Now, from an Elliott wave perspective, that's just basically this is a 1-2 and there's a 1-2. You might get a series of 1-2s here, 1-2, 1-2, until it's just a nest of 1-2s. And I've shared what that looks like before, so we'll just have to, I'm not going to spend any time on that right now. So that's a possibility. That's what the structure is looking like to me. This 2-wave looks like a nice expanded flat. We got a 3-wave to the upside, a 3-wave to the downside. Let me show you on a 15-minute time frame how that looks. Expanded flat is a 335. Okay, guys, 335. So there's a 3-wave to the upside, a 3-wave to the downside, and then we have a 5-wave to the upside, which is very nice. That's a 335. So we have a nice expanded flat here. It comes to the 1618 extension. Then we got rejection off of it, and that rejection is continuing. So I like that very much, and it's a very clear structure here in Litecoin, which tells me that if it continues on down like this did, we make another low here, we have a chance to break it or ride along. Probably the way Litecoin likes to do is it'll make its way on down, and then it'll ride this area for a little while, and then finally fall off. That's price action that it has very often. Let's look at Ethereum, see what Ethereum did today in the same move here. 15-minute chart. Looks like a big 1-2 wave again, and then we have another 1 wave followed by a 2 wave in the makings. Now, a 2 wave could be complete. That is a 3-wave structure. I don't like this as an expanded flat, though it could be. Could be an expanded flat, but I don't like it as much. This is kind of deep compared to that wave. It's a little too deep, in fact. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, it only wicks to the 1618. The body of those candles are around the 1236. So I imagine it still could fit that scheme here as an expanded flat, like in Litecoin. And then we got the rejection off of it. So that's a possibility, but I don't know. I just not a fan of the way that looks. It looks just too deep. The Litecoins look so much better there. But this could be a 1. That could be a 2. It could be on our way to making 3. And what that's going to look like is some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it continues down to the downside. So again, my bias is to the downside, guys. That is the way I am interpreting these waves as we speak. So I'm still haven't been convinced to the upside by any movement today, and still kind of holding true to the downside. But I'm on guard for an upside move. So if we look at if we get an upside move, guys, I'll have to reinterpret these waves in a different way. I'm not sure how. I feel like I've interpreted them the right way. But anyway, with that being said, I'll have to look at them through a new lens here. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. If we make any more upside, I'm not looking for it to break this high here. So if it does break this high, guys, then we'll have to really consider, what's going on there. I'd have to recount what this wave is. I think we got 5 waves in. Then we've got a 2 wave in, and now this is an impulse to the downside. So I would not see this breaking this high because I want to keep this as a 1-2. If we break this high right here, then that means, and that high is sitting at 74.33. If we break that high, then what that means is that this is not a 1-2, that it's something else, and I'll have to recount that in a different way. All right. Well, there's your update for the day, guys. I'm still looking down. Price action's looking good. If there's any thing worthy of note that I think would benefit you guys, especially the Telegram group, you guys know you'll hear from me as well. But until, no news is always good news. I'm going to try and enjoy some time off with my family and still keep you guys updated at the same time. So with that being said, you guys have a fantastic day. Merry Christmas. I think now that Christmas is over, we can move into Happy New Year. So I hope you guys have a fantastic end of the year. Moving into the new year, hope all your plans and dreams come true. Let's hope our Bitcoin dreams come true. We finally get this move to the downside so we can see our bullish action that we've been waiting for. Because guys, I think a big bull move is coming. So we'll just have to be patient for it. Until then, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.